Hello everyone, welcome to my studio. Uh, Today is Funfold Friday, and this is my third Funfold for the month of August, and we are looking at different gatefolds. And so today I have a portrait crossover gate Funfold card. That's a mouthful, but it's a pretty cool card that I've got. It's using a few things that are on the last chance list, so I thought I'd bring that to you. And every week I am doing at least one Christmas card, and so today's is a Christmas card. So let's change that around and let's get started with our fun fold. All right, so here's our fun fold. And if you've not been here before, I am Lisa Fulford, your creative coach, and I'm so glad that you're here. And if you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. But for right now, we are going to focus on this card. Merry Christmas. And you open it up, and so it's a crossover. And when you open it up, you've got all the different elements on the inside. Oh, wrong camera. And so let me turn that one off. There we go. So it's got all these really cool elements on the inside, and I had a lot of fun making these, coming up with what patterns that I wanted to make the different houses and different things. And so I wanted to share that with all of you. So I'll close that back up, and I will let you know the products that we're using for today's card. We are using inks that are Memento for stamping and doing our alcohol markers. We also have the craft white, and that is this little house right here. And then we're going to use real red. I think I maybe used cherry cobbler, but my cherry cobbler ink isn't quite working very well, and I tried re-inking it and it just isn't getting a very nice image, so I think I'm gonna have to order a new one. A couple of the punches that we're going to use is the Label to Me Love, and then also it is, let's see, I have a paper here. It is the let's see, label, no, this is, oh, I know what it is. I am so sorry. It is the Humble Home bundle. That's what it is. It's the Humble Home punch, and it goes with this stamp set as a bundle. I don't know if it's still bundled now or not, but it's on the last chance list. So if this is a card that you would like to make, you will want to go ahead and get these ordered, because when they're gone, they're gone. So with the stamp set, we're using this house here, the bricks, the roof for it, the little door and windows, and then the little wreath. And let's see, I think that might be it for out of there that I can think of right now. And then also, that over there, that over there. I've done a lot of the punching already. We are going to use the Jolly Holly. We're using the bells out of there, the Merry Christmas, and may the spirit of the season bring you happiness and hope. And then this bright and happy Christmas wishes. So that's that. So we're using four different stamps. Let's see. Let's bring this out. This says, wishing you and yours all the best. That's the one that says, may the spirit of the season bring you hope and happiness and love. And then this one is bright and happy Christmas wishes. And then we're using the bell. The Label Me Grateful bundle, we are using this die out of there. It's just a label. That's that. We're not using any of the sentiments. They're not very Christmassy. And then we also, for the Merry Christmas, it is the third largest die. So there's that one, and that's the Stylish Shapes dies. All right, then I will tell you what everything else is as we're making it. So I've got my inks up here. I'm going to put the card over here. So we've got our inks. I've already done the stamping with the craft white, so I'm going to set it off this side. I just wanted you to see what all the things were. And these are all going to be in red. And I did a lot of the stamping with the memento, so we probably won't need that either. I'll set it off the side just in case I forgot to stamp something. All right, so here are my notes. We have a piece of pecan pie cardstock, and it is 8.5 by 5.5, and it's been scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. So I'm going to go ahead and burnish those fold lines. Line up those edges. Burnish. Make certain it doesn't overlap here in the middle. Line up those edges and burnish. There's that. And then we have lots of little pieces here. So we have cherry cobbler, and it is 2 of them at 2 5/8 by 4 inches. But then I also have one here that is 4 by 5 1/4. Then let's see, DSP wise, we've got 2 of them, and this is the Perennial Lavender DSP. Couldn't remember that. So Perennial Lavender DSP, and it is 3 3/4 by 2 3/8. And then we have 2 of these, and they are from the Regal Distressed, and they are the same size as those, 3 3/4 by 2 3/8. Then we have a piece of that Perennial Lavender, and I can't really remember. I think it's 3 3/4. Yep, 3 3/4 by 5. And so that means this one is 3.5 by 4 3/4. Then here is that label from the Label Me Grateful. And then this is the label that is the Label Me With Love. This is that 3rd largest circle, and I've already stamped the Merry Christmas on there. This is the house. This was stamped with the that white craft ink, and then I stamped 2 of the other houses like that. And then this one I colored with, we have a bronze and pecan pie, and then we also have real red, and this was the light real red. This one here is bronze, and this one here is the dark pecan pie. I really don't see much difference in these. I tried them, and they really turned out looking about the same color. So that's, these are the colors for making that house, is all of those, and I think it would be done with those. Now this one here, I colored it with, let's see, I colored it with the ivory. That's the house itself. The windows I did with, let's see, the light Daffodil Delight to make it look like there are lights in the windows. And then I did the dark smoky slate and the light smoky slate for the trims. Okay, so there's that. those we'll put over here. This is stamped. We'll fussy cut this out to add to one of the houses. Okay, the bell, that's real red for the bow. And then we used the dark Daffodil Delight and the dark Darling Duckling. Let's see. Yep, Darling Duckling. That's hard to say. And so I did the whole bell and the Daffodil Delight, and then I did the band and the actual bell at the bottom in the Darling Duckling. So there's that. So that's, let's see, I did the windows here with that, the light daffodil. And then I did the door with the dark petal pink. So I need to put these somewhere else. They're starting to fall. And then the little wreaths, that's real red. And then it is dark shaded spruce to do the wreath part. And then this was stamped in basic gray on, I can't remember which gray. Gray granite. Could not remember which one. So that's one of the roof lines. All right, so I think that's everything that we have. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can see better what I'm doing. Doing stamping. My eyes are getting dry, so I need to be able to see. So we're going to do some of our putting things together, and then we will do the stamping. All right, so let's add it's going to be stamped on that. Those are all stamped items. All right. Then we'll put all this stuff here together. Give us some more room. All right, so we're going to take and add this piece of perennial lavender. I like the kind of the gingham look to it. I'm gonna put that on here and try to line it up. That looks pretty good. And then we're going to add that to the inside of our card base. Just like that. I like doing fun folds, and then I've been dedicating this month for the different types of fun folds, and so I've enjoyed doing the different gate folds for the month of August. Now we're going to add glue to these corners. That to my cherry cobbler. Like that, and let that dry. Add it to this one. Let that go on there. So we're going to let those dry for a moment. All right, so we're going to build our houses. I'm going to take this roof line. I'm going to add some glue. Then we're going to just add it to the top. So we're going to follow the same line of the chimney and the roof line. Like that. And we did have a red heart. Lose it. Well, here's one. I always do extras just in case. I probably dropped it, but that's okay. I have one. So we're going to take and we're going to put a dot of glue right about there. Take your pick tool. And pick that up. Need to take, there's a little piece sticking out where whenever it punched, it frayed it just a bit. There. Now we'll move it into place. There we go. All right, so now then, these we need to fussy cut. And I've tried to do most of the cutting ahead of time. I wanted to show, I stamped them in the gray, the basic gray. And I'm just trimming off the excess. So I'm just trimming around my door. Like that. Then I want to trim around my windows. Now I could have stamped these windows in the Daffodil Delight, but I did not. And I can round off those corners just a little bit. I don't want them real pointy. It's kind of dainty because as small as this piece is, just don't cut yourself. Got one more corner to kind of knock off there. There's that. So then I'll come back to this one. Hard to hold on to. There, whew. That's a lot of scraps just from those 3 little pieces. And off that off my counter. There we go. Huh, but those are dry. Now then, I want to add some glue to the backs of these. All right. I'll use my tweezers because it's crazy trying to pick this stuff up. Put that there. The window. And another window. And grab a block, sit on top of that. Then for the inside, there are the 2 different ones on the inside. So it's getting kind of busy here, so I'm going to scoop some of this together. Okay, so we're going to fussy cut these out as well. I went ahead and colored them. I did a lot of the prep work ahead of time so that this could go a little bit quicker. But I wanted to show some of it. And you notice I'm moving the paper, I'm not moving the scissors. Tell you what, that was one of the hardest things to teach preschoolers. That's a fun fact that you may not know. I ran a daycare for at least 14 years. It might have been a little bit longer than that. Then I had a daycare for 7, or not daycare, a preschool for 7 years. Then I started working as an office manager. And while I had my daycare and my preschool, I still did my stamping up and did classes and different things. So it was a lot of fun. So now we just got to cut out this door. So this year, next month on the 15th, so a month from today, will be my 19th year of being with Stampin' Up. And I enjoy doing all the different things that they have to offer and the different trips that we go on. Now, I have not earned an incentive trip by no means, just going to like on stage and things like that. A lot of fun, especially when you get together with your friends. You meet different people and you become friends with them, and then you can't wait till you see them again. Okay, so this one just goes right up here in the midst of that one. And this one here is where we're going to add to our windows in the door. And use our take your pick tool. Oh, gotta take that cap off. Pick up a window. Slip and slide a little bit. This one over to it. Let it hold that down for a bit. All right, so we'll put this on next. So grab one of these. Put on the back of there. Ready to put it on when that dries a little bit. All right, so let's do some of our stamping. Those two are finished. Put that up there. There we go. All right, so we're going to stamp on that and this one. So let's grab our Real Red and our sentiment, which is, may the spirit of the season bring you hope, happiness, and love. And we're going to ink that up. Bring it down here to the center. And then stamp that. Bring that up. That way that has a chance to dry. Then we're going to do, I have red ink on me. I did not do another one of those. Don't you hate when that happens? So we're just going to flip it over, and it's going to be the back side, but that's just going to have to be, I don't think the bell will cover that. I'll tell you what, we're going to stamp on it and see if we cover it up, and if not, we'll just flip it over. It's a little higher than I want it. No, don't like that. So we'll just flip that over. Right through that center. Now it's not as pretty on this side as it is the other side, but that's okay. We'll make it work. There's the glue. Pick that up and add the bells. And then this last one, make sure there's no ink on me. This one here is the wishing you and yours all the best. And there you go. And that should be all the stamping. Now we're going to start putting some things together. I'm going to go ahead and wipe those off so I don't accidentally lay something on them. Alright, so here's the other one. Okay, so now we're going to start putting our other card together. Pick that up. This should be dry by now. And we're going to add our wreath to it. There we go. Aren't those houses just so cute? Okay, so we have 3 houses, our Mary, our other things. So let's bring this in. I'm going to start laying things down. So I'm going to put, we have the red one at the bottom, and it goes on the right side. We're going to dry fit them by laying them down. I need to come down just a little bit. You want pretty equal margins. Okay. So that one I'm going to sit there, and I'm going to add glue to the right side of the bottom piece. I don't want to go too far over. And by holding that in place, then I can use it as my reference. Like that. Now I'll put that. It's just that this is kind of heavier. Now I'm going to put glue on the left side. And then we're going to line that up. Like that. I'm going to let that sit for a moment. I don't think we'll need, or take your pick. I can't find the end to it. I'll lay it up there so I don't stab myself. All right, so now then, here is the portrait crossover gate fun fold. It opens like this, like the other gate folds, but this is in portrait and it's wider where the other ones were a little thinner. Now when you open this up, we're going to add our DSP to the inside here, and this is that perennial lavender. So there's lavender on the back here. Flip this over and put some glue on the back of this one. Okay. Take, and we're going to add this up here. Try and get the main elements down first, and then we could start adding our stamped elements. Looking good so far. All right, so this large piece, we stamped it first, so it should be dry. Add that right here to the center. Down. And then we're going to add this Bright and Happy Christmas. Here in this little area. About like that. We need this one. It says, wishing you and yours all the best. And see, you could sign right at the bottom here. Coming together pretty good. Close those like that. We're going to add our Merry Christmas to the front, and we use dimensionals. Now, what I did take and put red around that by rolling it through, and I've decided I don't want to do that this time. Oh. Take our Merry Christmas, try to get the Christmas straight with some of the lines. Oh, we're going to take this little house, we're going to flip that over, and we're going to take dimensionals. There. Add that down here at the bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 6, 7, 8. So right there on that line, right there in the center. That's pretty cool. Looks pretty good to me. Then as we open that one up, we will do our placement of our houses on the inside. And I popped them up too, so might as well. Top, put okay. I'm going to add this think I might change it, put it down here. Like that. And then I'm going to take this one, take those backings off of this as well. I'm going to take this up here. Kind of like that. And that is our gatefold, our portrait crossover gate Funfold. So isn't that pretty how it turned out? And all that gold leafing in the, see how shimmery it is? Now see that, all that gold, and see how cute the little house turned out? There it's, and then our Merry Christmas, then bright and happy with that little house there. It looks orange there, but it's red. And then we have that one. So it turned out so sweet. I absolutely love doing these cute gate folds, and so I've been wanting to share those with all of you. And so I'm so glad that you stopped by to share this with me. Clean this off, and there are our 2 cards. So thank you so much for joining me. And if you've enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that bell icon so that you are notified of my next video. And then if you need to purchase any of the items to make a project like this, then there is a link to my online store in the description below the video. And if you don't want to miss a thing, there's a link below that where you can subscribe and sign up for my newsletter. And that is where I have the emails to send out information, and whenever I send out new videos and new classes and any updates that Stampin' Up! Has to offer. So you can subscribe, not prescribe, you can subscribe to my email list and be notified of my next videos. So I want to thank you again for joining me and spending a little bit of time with me today. So, but until next time, happy stamping.